guys, it's Katie, and I'm here today to do the Who Am I book tag. This was created actually by the Great American Read by PBS, so they created this special book tag for us. Let's just get into the questions. 1. If your life were a book genre, what would it be? I mean, I mostly read fantasy, so I mean, if I could really just import myself into a fantasy world, it would be that. But alas, we don't have that option, I guess, in this world. So I would probably say my life is a romantic comedy. Just my life is perfect romantic comedy content. But also maybe a historical period piece, because a lot of my life is shaped by history and past events and things. Historical romantic comedy. That's what I wanted. That is probably the best way to describe what book genre my life would be. I think it could be fun. I don't know. Number 2. What villain from a book do you identify with the most? Honestly, most of them I don't identify with because they're all pretty awful, pretty terrible and horrible people, and I just don't identify with people like that. However, I do identify with Severus Snape the tiniest bit, even though in reality I don't identify with any villain. I just enjoy reading them. Am I making sense? No. But who said anything had to make sense on this channel? Don't even get me started on Alice in Wonderland. Number 3. What protagonist are you most similar to? This is probably the easiest question of all of them. Because if you've read the Rainwild Chronicles, one of the protagonists of that particular series is named Elise Kincaid. And I am 100 billion% Elise in every facet of her life, in personality, in choices she makes, in just every facet of her is literally me in book form. Just pick me up and plop me right in and we are the same person. So, hi, my name is Elise Kincaid. I'm 4. Which book did you connect with in the past that you no longer do? And you know, I had a harder time with this question, I think, but really thinking about it, I think I'd probably say The Golden Compass. And that might sound weird, but I really connected with Lyra. But I haven't read those books in a long time, and I remember just feeling very bitter about the ending of that trilogy. So, yeah, maybe. In reality, I'm not sure because I connect with just so much with my past, but a lot of the past has shaped who I became today, so I still hold those in very, very high regard. So I don't know if I can just definitively say, if that makes sense. I don't know, dude. 6. What recent book would you love to be a character in? Probably The King and the Criminal by Charlotte Ashe. I like her world a lot. I think it's really interesting, and I think I'd be best friends with Tash, but I'd also probably be one of the Muerdanok, which are basically like merfolk. So I don't know, I think I could see myself in that world in many different facets, and I think it would be really fun to play with myself becoming a character in one of those books. How do your reading habits show off your personality? Well, a lot of the books that I read really satisfy my curiosity and my love of whimsy and just imagination and just kind of all things magical, because a lot of the books I read have magic in them. But also my sense of adventure, because a lot of them are also adventure-y like books. So I mean, I read a lot of fantasy have an adventure aspect to it, and because I'm generally an adventurous person in terms of loving to travel and loving to go to new places and experience new things, and just I have a very, very big personality, and it's I'm really excitable, and then just add in my love of traveling and some of my sense of adventure and curiosity, and that all just kind of comes into play. But also my joy of puzzles is definitely shown in my love of mystery. So I mean, different facets follow different things, and yeah, it's a good time. Finally, what book taught you something about yourself? Well, I've had a lot of books that have taught me things about myself. But I'm gonna do something fun with this question. So I'm gonna say what books taught me something about myself, and I'm gonna go through a little bit of a sequencey thing. Okay, so cool. So back when I was youngish, I was definitely shaped by the Magic Tree House books and The Hobbit. And I definitively say those two books because without The Hobbit, I would not have gone on the path that I went down in terms of my love of ancient and medieval history and my love of languages, because my love of languages stemmed from me just really delving into Tolkien's life and just going abroad and seeing lots of cool things there. And that's just because of The Hobbit. It just really sparked a lot of interest in certain time periods and just led me down a certain path. And the same thing for the Magic Tree House books. My love of history was always present, but that just really solidified it in my mind, that was something that I wanted to know more about. I just could not sate that curiosity and that hunger for knowledge of all different types of history. So I ended up doing a lot of different things, like combining my love of like medieval-y things and then my love of historical things, and I ended up doing a research project on kind of like family life and just a general overview of life during the late Middle Ages. I actually have my research report of that up on my bookshelf, but I am not going to bring it down. If you guys are interested enough, I will definitely bring out that report and show it to you. And also, Harry Potter definitely helped teach me something about myself in a lot of different ways, because I grew up with those characters. I was able to just kind of experience things with them. I was not 11 at the time of the first book, but just my whole Harry Potter experience was culminated from age like 4 or 5 all the way up to when I was 18, because the last movie ended the summer before I went to college, I believe. And that is officially when I said my childhood has now ended. It's just so, they're so important to me and my identity and who I am as a reader. And then more recently, and you guys know what I'm gonna say. I know you know what I'm gonna say. Do you want to say it with me? The Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb definitely taught me something about myself in so many ways. And if you want this video to be, around a normal length, I am not going to go into detail about what any of that is, but in terms of labels and limits and just exploring things and just how we see love and how we interact with people and different ways to process different kinds of traumas and different experiences you have in your life. It's just, those books are so rich and so full of many, many things. And I will be forever grateful that I found them kind of when I did. I don't know if I can necessarily articulate in really any coherent manner what those books did for me and how important they are to me at this point in my life. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of leave it there because that last question is just a lot, I think. But anyway, I really enjoyed this tag, and I hope you guys did too. But I guess I'm going to tag a few people. Vendi from Caught Between Pages, Kara from Wild Book Garden, Jess from Jess's Lit Life, Spencer from Common Spence, Cass from What Cass Read. I'll link below and also on Twitter. I'd love to see your take on this. And yeah, you guys know the drill at this point. Like if you liked, subscribe if you want more content, and click the little bell if you want to be notified for when I post another video. Comment down below. I'll be interested to know what protagonist you guys are most similar to. And then of course I've got both of my social media links down below for my Twitter and my Goodreads. And then as always, I have other social media sites upon requests, and I will come back with another video for you guys again soon. Okay, bye!